Check 1 2. We're on the air.
Can I ask you all to please stand for the pledge? Pledge allegiance to the flag of the
United States of America
and
to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you and good evening. It's our town board meeting, September 10, 2019. We are honored to open up our town board meeting with the Golden Apple Chorus.
Where's our TV people? Hold on. They need to focus on them.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Wow.
Thank you, Mount Pleasant. By way of thanking you for letting us use the tower room, we'd like to serenade you with two songs. Here's one of them. 1, 2, 3.
Thank you, Mount Pleasant friends. We're sad to see the summer end. We kept the school all summer long, beating the heat and feeling groovy. Tower room is all the rave. You got us through the summer heat waves, so we sing in harmony. We are thankful, cool and groovy. The AC was great, it really hit the spot at 90 degrees when it's just too darn hot. So we thank you for letting us use the third floor. See you next year, you are groovy.
We'd like to leave you with a song that tells you a little bit about ourselves. And I also want to say that the cool ambiance of the tower room made working on tough music like some of the numbers we've been tackling a lot more enjoyable. So thanks for all that cool air conditioning.
Very welcome.
A 1, 2, 3.
Well, now the world's alright, everything's swinging, long as I'm singing my song, my song. Just as long as I'm singing, there's a bell up in my brain that's ringing, making a crazy ding dong, ding dong. And if this band don't desert me, then there's nothing in the world can hurt me, long as I'm singing my song, my song. Give me those trumpets, legato, put some saxes with them, strings, staccato. singing, long as I'm singing my song, my song. Wanna get do bree, da 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 do la la, ya da da bree da do da, yeah. Making music is more to me than a pleasure, 'cause me and music, we go together like notes in a measure. Long as I'm singing, then the world's alright and everything's swinging. Long as I'm singing my, long as I'm singing my, long as I'm singing my, long as I'm singing my
Thank you, everybody.
Wow, thank you so much.
Go back around, shake everybody's hands. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That was really nice.
Great job.
Thanks, Mr. Fontanzi. Remember, you're not
See you soon. See you.
Thank you.
What a fun way to open a meeting.
Sing if you can.
Can't think of a better way to start a town board meeting than listen to the beautiful voices. And we appreciate that. First thing on our agenda tonight is bids and awards. Award the caustic soda delivery contract to JCI Jones Chemical. I think every year we have to bid this out. Total bulk delivery for Jones Chemical was 88 cents per gallon. Drum delivery they did not bid on. New Haven Core Alkali LLC, the bulk delivery was 96 cents per gallon. So the award goes to JCI Jones Chemical. I need a
Move for approval, please.
motion by Ms. Smalley,
Second.
second by Mr. Saliano. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. On public hearings, the first thing on our public hearings is a public hearing for a Mount Pleasant Drainage District. I'll ask the town clerk to read the notice.
Notice of public hearing by the Town Board of the Town of Mount Pleasant to establish a drainage district on a town-wide basis, not within any portion of a village. Please take notice that a public hearing will be held before the Town Board of the Town of Mount Pleasant, Town Hall 1, Town Hall Plaza, Valhalla, New York, 10595 on the 10th day of September 2019 at 8:00 p.m. for the purpose of considering the establishment of a drainage district town-wide but for properties not located within a village. Please take further notice that as part of the establishment of a drainage district, certain improvements would be undertaken, including, but not limited to, the construction of culverts. The maximum amount proposed to be expended for the improvement at this time is not specifically known. The estimated cost of hookup fees is also unknown at this time. The cost of the district or extension to the typical property is to be determined, and the proposed method of financing to be employed is to be determined. Please take further notice. A map, plan, and report describing the above, along with the maximum amount proposed to be expended for the improvement and the cost of the district to the typical property, are all available for review in the town clerk's office. Please take further notice that at the public hearing upon said proposed amendment, an opportunity to be heard in regards thereto will then and there be given to those favoring passage of such proposed amendment and also those opposed thereto. Susan Marmel, Town Clerk.
Thank you. The reason this had come about, a couple of years ago, we had an issue with the Bear Ridge Lake in Pleasantville. A lot of silt and oil was washing into the lake there, and it was a costly event to try to dredge that area. So my suggestion was, well, we'll charge it to the drainage district where that water's coming from, only to find out we don't have a drainage district. So the reason for this is so that when we have major drain work to do, and we do have a lot coming up, because of the age of our infrastructure, salt that we use on the roads to keep the roads clear, all these things affect our catch basins and the older galvanized piping. This will enable us to do these repairs without going out to bond each time we need to do something major. We have David Smith here, our town engineer, and also our superintendent of water and sewer. David, if you wanted to elaborate on this, you're welcome to do so.
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor, Honorary Board. Yeah, just to give you an overview that this drainage district is mainly to start establishing a fund balance to basically be able to tap into whenever we have drainage issues, drainage work, bridge works, culvert jobs. Unfortunately, like Supervisor, like you said, a lot of the infrastructure we're seeing was installed in the 80s, and they're galvanized pipe, and what's happening is a lot of these vessels are corroding from the bottom. They're structurally sound, however, you start to see little sinkholes in yards and areas, and unfortunately, they require replacement. Those sinkholes are just going to get larger, and they're very tough to plug up. Also, we've noticed with a couple of, this board may be familiar with Colony Glen, which was, we expended about $40,000 to reline a 42-inch CMP pipe there. Also on Pamela, we spent $30-something thousand just to line a pipe there. So there is, we do have a couple brooks. We had Birch Brook, which was, I believe, close to $80,000 for repair of a wall. So that's only within the last year and a half. And if you add up the numbers, they become, quite expensive. And not only that, but right now there are only means to make those repairs besides going into a fund balance is to take it out of the road paving money that we get from the state. So that entails less roads being paved, and we all know the conditions of our roads are not where we want them to be. So therefore it was decided that's, it could be a minimal charge, during the year, and then this fund balance could get built up, and then we can go about tackling these projects. And unfortunately, when you have flooding incidents and pipes that are collapsing, you really don't have time to wait around to gather the funding for it. You actually have to get the funding immediately. So this was the means to do that.
Thank you, Dave. Anyone here have any questions in regards to the drainage district? As you may or may not know, this is a permissive referendum which will require a 30-day waiting period, so anybody out there who has any questions or comments, they have 30 days to respond to us. Any board members have any questions on this?
No, I think it was explained well at the work session and by Mr. Smith, too.
If there be no other speakers, I would entertain a motion to close the public hearing.
So moved.
Motion by Mr. DiPaolo,
Second.
second by Ms. Smalley. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. On approving the drainage district, resolution 47519. Need a motion?
Move for approval.
Motion by Mr. DiPaolo,
Second.
second by Mr. Saliano. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Next item is something we have to do every year. It's a public hearing to enter into contracts with all fire protection districts within the town of Mount Pleasant. I would ask the town clerk to read the notice.
Notice of public hearing by the Town Board of the Town of Mount Pleasant to enter into contracts with all fire protection districts within the Town of Mount Pleasant. Please take notice that the Town Board of the Town of Mount Pleasant, New York, shall conduct a public hearing at the Town Hall on the 10th day of September 2019 at 8 o'clock p.m. to discuss entering into fire protection contracts with all fire districts within the town of Mount Pleasant. Please take further notice the proposed contracts are available for review in the town clerk's office. Please take further notice that at the public hearing, all persons shall have an opportunity to be heard in regards thereto. Susan Marmol, Town Clerk.
Thank you. What these are agreements between different fire districts. You have the South Hardscrabble Fire Protection District with the Pleasantville Fire District. Total amount is $72,654. Bear Ridge Fire Protection District with the Pleasantville Fire District is $66,817. West Pleasantville Fire Protection District with number 1 with Pleasantville Fire District, total sum of $19,350. West Pleasantville Fire District number 2 with Pleasantville Fire District, total sum of $2,562. East Bear Ridge Fire Protection District with Pleasantville Fire District, total amount $79,690. Hardscrabble Fire Protection District with Newcastle Fire District number 1, $86,292. King Street Fire Protection District with Newcastle Fire Protection District number 1, total $53,064. Mount Pleasant Fire Protection District number 7, Apple Hill with Newcastle Fire Protection District, total $60,690. Thornwood Fire Protection District number 1 with the Thornwood Fire District, total sum $26,788. Northeast Briarcliff Fire Protection District with the Village of Briarcliff Manor, total $115,321. East Briarcliff Fire Protection District with the Village of Briarcliff Manor, total $48,360. Anybody has any questions, you're welcome to ask those now, and I hope I can answer them. If there be no, if the board has any questions or comments, if not, I would entertain a motion to close that hearing on the fire protection districts.
So move to close the hearing on the fire protection districts, please.
Motion by Ms. Smalley,
Second?
second by Ms. Hagedis. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. On approval of Resolution 47619. Need a motion?
Move for approval.
Motion by Mr. DiPaolo,
Second.
second by Mr. Saliano. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Next item is the public hearing to amend Town Code 84-1, prohibition on sale of commercially bred dogs and cats in pet stores. Proposed local law 13-2019. This, just to give you some history on this, we had approved this resolution about 2 years ago. But the law was a little vague, and we want to clarify the interpretation of it so it's a little clearer. I would ask the town clerk to read the notice.
Notice of public hearing by the Town Board of the Town of Mount Pleasant to consider a proposed local law number 13-2019, amending Chapter 84 of the Town Code to prohibit the sale of dogs or cats at retail, business, or commercial establishment located within the Town of Mount Pleasant. Please take notice that the Town Board of the Town of Mount Pleasant, New York, shall conduct a public hearing at the Town Hall on the 10th day of September 2019 at 8 o'clock p.m. to discuss a proposed local law number 13-2019, which will amend Town Code Chapter 84 to prohibit the sale of dogs or cats at retail, business, or commercial establishment located within the Town of Mount Pleasant. Please take further notice the proposed local law number 13-2019 is available for review in the Town Clerk's office. Please take further notice that at the public hearing upon said proposed local law number 13-2019, an opportunity to be heard in regards thereto will then and there be given to those favoring passage of such proposed local law and also those opposed thereto. Susan Marmol, Town Clerk.
Thank you. The purpose of this is to, I guess, promote the purchase of animals through shelters. we're not in favor, me especially, if in favor of puppy mills and stuff like that, where there's a lot of abuse and all that. There's a lot of animals that need a home that are in these shelters, so this will help promote people going to shelters instead of puppy mills or professional breeders. Not that you can't go to a professional breeder, that's all allowed, but the sale of them through a pet store in the town of Mount Pleasant will not be allowed. Anybody has any comments on that, the wish is welcome to speak at this time. Any board members have any questions?
We don't have any pet stores at the moment,
Not
right now.
Not at the moment, no.
So that's,
If there be no speakers, I'll entertain a motion to close the public hearing.
So moved to close the public hearing.
Motion by Ms. Smalley,
Second.
second by Mr. DiPaolo. All in favor?
aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Approving Resolution 47719.
So moved.
Motion by Mr. DiPaolo,
Second.
second by Ms. Haggis. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Moving on to the supervisor's report. First item is a block party request. This is for Brady Avenue in Hawthorne, intersection of Brady Avenue and Cliff Street. The date is October 6, 2019, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. It is sponsored by Northeast CrossFit Hawthorne. It is a fundraiser. It's also a promotional thing, but 50% of all proceeds will be donated to Paws Cross, which is a shelter over in Elmsford, I believe. This resolution will allow them to have a block party and close off that street. This is a business district, which doesn't have a lot of traffic on the weekend anyway. So this will allow them to have a block party on that street.
Move for approval, please.
Motion by Ms. Smalley,
Second.
second by Mr. Saliano. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Next item is purchase order 162-1916 ICC, that's International Code Council, to review the Regeneron fit out over at Rockwood Road. Regeneron is continuing to improve and develop. The total project cost for Regeneron is $45 million. The building permit fee is $705,090. The total cost for the review is $16,450. I think it's covered.
It makes very good business sense. So I would say move for approval, please.
Motion by Ms. Smalley,
Second.
second by Ms. Haggis. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Next item is to amend purchase order number 830-1919. The original purchase order was approved on June 25th, 2019, Resolution 37619. The original purchase order was for 1 unit of the required part. However, it should have been for 3 units. New total cost for the purchase order is $8,955. Each unit costs $2,985 each. Anybody have any questions on amending that purchase order?
What are these units for, please?
These are backwater. Are these backwater, these, Dave, or no?
Actually, flexible valves for the pumps down at the Coventry Station.
That's expansion, yeah.
Some of them are-
We'll get to the backwater valves eventually.
Yeah.
So these are for flexible valves for the pump station at Commerce Street. Okay, thank you.
Move for approval.
Motion by Mr. DiPaolo,
Second?
second by Ms. Smalley. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Next item is purchase order 830-19-22, field engineering, field inspection services for Whittier Drive storm sewer rehabilitation. David, I don't know if you want to give a little review on this. We had talked about it today. We've been talking about correcting some issues in the Whittier Drive area, also the pond at Carroll Park.
Yes, Supervisor. This is, the request tonight is the engineering services to oversee the project and also the office work associated with that by Magnaro Engineers. This board approved the awarding of the contract for the first phase, which was just to establish a bypass system that goes through the parking lot. So the water coming in from Whittier Drive would, instead of coming into Carroll Park when you hit the high flows, which are usually sediment loaded, would totally divert to Carroll Park and end up going down in the brook. And this will definitely save if eventually when Carroll Park gets dredged. This will save the life of that park because you won't have all that sediment coming in. And what happens when you have a very high velocity go to low velocity, it basically just settles out, and that's what has been happening in Carroll Park. So this is a two-pronged effort, which is, as you may recall, that in the past that we do keep Carroll Park higher, the water higher, because we have boards at the dam. But when there's a storm coming, we lower the boards. This will prevent the boards the town staff to go out and actually remove those boards. So it's actually a labor savings too.
Thank you. Dredging the pond is on all of our minds. It's something that we want to get working on as soon as we can. We have applied for the past 3 years for grants. We have not been successful in getting the grants, but this will be the first step in addressing the pond. Once we get the bypass in, it'll help us to work on the pond. So this resolution, 48119, will approve Manganero Engineering. Total cost, as David has explained, is $22,690.
Move for approval, please.
Second.
Motion by Ms. Smalley, second by Ms. Hagedis. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Next item is purchase order 830-1923, insertion valve and install kit for Kensico Water District. These, I know what they are. The object of this is to install insertion valves, which makes it a lot easier than digging up, cutting out sections of pipe and putting in valves. These are valves that inserted into the existing lines. The area that, I think one of the areas that you're concentrating on is in Valhalla, Valhalla Park area. Because of the condition of the piping up there, in order to do repairs, you're shutting down the whole area. Once these valves are installed, you can isolate areas and work on them without affecting the entire area. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Correct.
Thank you, David. Anybody have any questions on this one? You want the total cost?
Sure.
There's 4 different sizes: 7 6-inch, 4 8-inch, 2 12-inch, and 1 4-inch. Total cost $88,779.60.
Water is expensive.
Supervisor, can I add a few notes?
Sure.
Just add a few notes to that. The old Kensico job that we did in-house, we did have a savings from that because we did do it in-house, so we're applying part of those savings to making this purchase. Also, just to give you an idea, if this is a new means of training our staff, that the staff will get trained in this, will get certified in installing these, so it'll be our staff installing the insertion valves. When we had 2 insertion valves installed about 2 years ago in Kensico, 2 12-inch valves, just the 2 valves to be installed by the contractor was $50,000. So here we're talking about, I believe, 13 valves just for the valves themselves with the kit. And then the idea is for the park area in Valhalla that whenever we do have an issue there, and we've had 3 in the last year and a half, is that because there's no real valves in operation, that whole hill gets drained, and it requires us to issue a boil water alert when we have to recharge and fix the main. So the purpose of this is to go through that area and start installing these insertion valves, and now if we have an issue, we can isolate it and we no longer have to have a boil water alert issue. So it's also a savings for not only for the town in regarding the labor costs, but also to those residents who have been very patient with us up there with these boil water alerts.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dave.
Thought you were going to tell us you had a 50% off coupon, but I guess not. I would move for approval.
I just want to commend David and his crew because they did tackle the old Kensico water main, which was a major project. He did it in-house and saved considerable amount of money. So I commend you and the staff for doing that. Motion by Mr. DiPaolo.
Second.
Second by Mr. Saliano. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. While we're on water, item number 6 is purchase order 83019-24, treatment plant software revision and hardware connections for the Commerce Street Pump Station and Loza Drive Water Tank telemetry project. One thing that's very important is the communication between the UV plant on Commerce Street and the water tanks up at Loza Drive, up at our water department. There's been issues with the communication, and that's not a good thing. Also, in this day and age with cyber security that's needed, we have to make sure that these communications are protected. So, first part of this is this hardware and software. Uptime project proposal for telemetry, technical services. Total cost is $9,600. I don't know if you wanted to add anything to that, David.
Yes, Supervisor, this is part of our project that encompasses dealing with our HAA problem in the Kensico district. And one of our issues is that we were pre-chlorinating because we didn't have a good communication system. Now we're chlorinating at the tanks and not at the pump station. Right now, our operator is turning on the chlorination at the tanks when the pumps turn on, and that's 24 hours a day at any time. So it's basically a mechanical type of system. I mean, we do get some calls back, but this would alleviate so that when the pumps turned on at Commerce Street, it would automatically send a message to the chlorination to turn on at the tanks. Also, the Westchester County DOH, Department of Health, requested that something be done with the communications, and this is what we're doing. I thank Glenn Sullivan, who was also spearheading this, and that's on the second part, is to establish the fiber, the remaining fiber link between the town hall and the Commerce Street. So that's the second part coming up. This first part is mainly to establish the communication at the tanks, talking with the chlorination at the pump station, talking to the computer system at the tanks, and this is the software upgrades for those.
We had looked at other options, and a very expensive option of actually running a fiber line underground.
Yeah, correct. This is in all, it's about $20,000 with everything. If we did the fiber connection, one was going through the poles, which would have taken quite a bit of time, $200,000. If we did it in the underground and conduit, it would be almost $1 million. So it is the correct way of going and proceeding.
I have a question, if you may. Is there? So I assume there's like a wireless satellite signal is sent. Is that it?
This is actually we do have a hard fiber connection from here to the tanks Loza Drive ends at the community center. This is actually using a FiOS dedicated fiber optic throughout the channel, and then that's how we communicate through an actual fiber optic cable.
Is there a secondary system?
There is. We'll be using the secondary system, which is still our radio communication. That'll be our secondary. We do have an option of, and we have looked at it as doing a cellular type of protection, so if we do run into that. Luckily, FiOS has been very resilient and also there for us, and like I said, it's a matter of we do have a backup, and we can always go to our third backup, which is how we're doing it right now.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Resolution 48319 is to approve the $9,600 purchase from Uptime Automation.
So moved.
Motion by Mr. DiPaolo,
Second?
second by Ms. Haggis. Any, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Next part of this, as David was explaining, is with Sullivan Data. They handle all of our IT issues within the town. This would be related to the fiber and other hardwire installations. And the cyber, right. Total for Sullivan Data is $7,351.86.
Move for approval, please.
Motion by Ms. Smalley,
Second.
second by Mr. Saliano. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Next item is purchase order 1441905. That is for renewing, it's the annual renewal for the engineering office CAD system. Total cost is $2,660.78.
Move to approve, please.
Motion by Ms. Haggis,
Second.
second by Mr. Saliano. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. David, I know we also have on the agenda a new junior engineer coming on. Will this system be adaptable for that new person?
Yeah, correct. This is, the software actually has a sitting license and a rotating license, so it can be used by, all three of us at that time.
So there's no reason to be adding another station at that point?
Not at this time, yeah. Thank you.
Next item is authorization to release a performance bond for 211 Somo River Road. This is the warehouse on Somo River Road in Hawthorne. It's a one-year bond that we were holding on to. Everything is in order, so it allows us to release this bond. Total bond amount is $302,119.40.
Move for approval, please.
Motion by Ms. Smalley,
Second?
second by Ms. Haggis. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Next item is authorization for the assessor to attend the New York State, probably something to do with assessors.
New York State.
Assessor's party.
It's like,
And we'll go there.
It's the annual assessors conference.
Yes. A lot of these are required for credits for maintaining certain degrees and all in the assessor field. The cost will be $867 for the hotel, including all meals and activities. The coursework would be $175 for members of the New York State Assessors Association.
I'll move to approve, please.
Motion by Ms. Haggis,
second.
second by Mr. Saliano. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Next item is authorization to renew Aetna Group Medicare for 2020. The town is required to offer two types of health care. Right now, we have the Empire plan for most of our employees, and others pick the Aetna Group Medicare plan. So this will authorize us to renew the Aetna Group Medicare for 2020.
Move for approval, please.
Motion by Ms. Smalley,
Can I just ask a question why it says Medicare? Isn't it Aetna Group Health Insurance?
yeah, I don't know why it's called Medicare.
I mean, I know the difference. So. What does it say?
That's what it says.
Yeah.
Is it
Aetna
the-
Group
is it the
Medicare.
retiree health?
Is it
It
for
is retiree
retirees?
health.
Because then that would be the...
Could be.
That's
Yes,
the
it
reason.
is.
Okay. So that's not the two that you offer then?
There is two. I know there's an Aetna regular healthcare also.
Regular one, okay.
Yeah.
So this is a this is a retiree one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next item is authorization to hire Lisa Jacob as a junior.
We need a second
I'm
on that
sorry?
one, please.
We have a motion by Ms. Smalley.
Yes.
I'll
Second?
Second.
Second by Ms. Haggis. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Got me so nervous with Medicare.
I know. Sorry, I just saw it and I thought,
You have a few more years.
hey, I'm a beneficiary.
Next item is authorization to hire Lisa Jacob as a junior engineer, effective September 23rd, salary as per the 2019 CSEA contract. So desperately needed assistance in our engineering department. It is a very busy office. This will be a great addition to that office.
I believe this addition is included in this year's budget.
I believe so.
Move for approval.
Motion by Mr. DiPaolo,
Second.
second by Ms. Smalley. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you, Dave.
Thank you.
Okay.
Welcome to
Motion
Lisa.
carries. Next item is authorization to hire part-time seasonal help for the receiver of taxes department effective September 4th. Excuse me. We had made some changes between the receiver's office and the assessor's office, which left the receiver's office shorthanded. This authorization will hire Patricia Scova, which is a very familiar name to the town of Mount Pleasant, for seasonal part-time help during the collection due to the loss of our current part-time assessment tax aid. She will be hired for approximately 25 hours a week, $25 an hour. Her start date will be September 4th, 2019, with an end date of October 3rd, 2019. That is the rush period.
Move for approval.
Motion by Mr. DiPaolo,
Second.
second by Ms. Haggis. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Next item is authorization to sign a lease agreement with Atlantic Incorporated. The Office of Elder Americans does not have a working copier, believe it or not. And with the new state requirements, a copier and scanner is an imperative to the operation of that office. Right now, we have a fax copy scanner in my office that is black and white, and that's all they need over there. So we're going to put that one over in the Office of Elder Americans. It's only a year old, I think. And the supervisor's office will be getting a black and white and color copier combination. Reason being for that is whenever I need to print something in color, I'm sending it over to the engineering department and they're bringing it down to me. A lot of times we get paperwork that has highlighted information and stuff which will not come out on a black and white copier. So it's about a $25 difference a month. There's a $300 cost to move it. The total cost for the year with everything is $1,823.76. That is $126.98 a month.
Move for approval, please.
Second.
Motion by Ms. Smalley, second by Mr. DiPaolo. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Next item is authorization to confirm that the planning board will act as lead agency for the proposed Hawthorne Solar Facility. This is a normal process that the planning board does become lead agency on projects in the town.
This is the project up in the Gate of Heaven property, correct?
Yes, it is.
Move for approval.
Motion by Mr. DiPaolo,
Second.
second by Ms. Smalley. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. As far as investment report, the current rate of interest is 2%. The current CD rate of interest is 2.15%. As a reminder, school tax, the first half is due by the end of September, 9/30/19. Credit cards, we're working through a process. We have started a credit card process. There's been a couple different challenges to it, but we're getting there. So you can use credit card to pay your tax bill if you so wish, but if you have any questions or problems with it, you can contact the receiver's office. We have the receiver's office that printed up these little cards as reminders. They are available throughout Town Hall if you want to put them on your refrigerator to remind you of those dreary dates of having to pay your taxes. At this time, let's see. Oh, before we forget, we did have a service this evening down at the Hawthorne Fire Department for 9/11 to remember those who have lost their lives and are still suffering with the terrible attack we had on 9/11. I would just remind everyone that tomorrow is September 11th, and take a moment just to think about those who have lost their lives and who are continuing to suffer by that attack. Right now we have business before. Anybody who wishes to speak on any topic related to town is welcome to do so. Nothing? It's got to be something.
Okay.
We can't be this popular that we have people in the audience, so someone, please come forward.
I don't have to, I mean, they're here, but...
Thank you for coming.
We'll move on to our council reports. We'll start with Councilman DiPaolo.
On the clerk's agenda
How about
first?
town clerk?
I'm sorry?
Clerk's
My
agenda?
turn to talk.
Let's do the town clerk's report first.
Thank you. That ceremony really did it.
Then we should have another cup of coffee.
Town Clerk's Agenda, September 10th, 2019, Town Board Meeting. Public hearings. Form Mount Pleasant Drainage District. Contracts with Fire Protection Districts. Amend Town Code 84-1. Prohibition of sale of commercially bred dogs and cats in pet stores. Receive Supervisor and Registrar's Report, August 2019. Receive Building Department Report, August 2019. Receive Mount Pleasant Public Library Board Minutes, July 2019. Receive Liquor License Application, Tramonto, 27 Sawmill River Road, Hawthorne, New York, 10532. 4 Zoning Board Resolutions. Morning View Heights, LLC. Glenn Feinberg, Michael and Teresa Music, Joseph and Kate Mulrow.
Thank you. Forgive me.
It's okay.
Now we'll move on to council reports. Councilman DiPaolo.
Thank you. Good evening to the public. On behalf of the Comptroller's Office, I have this week's Comptroller's memo from I guess, paying other governments fund. We have to allocate some funds to the Pleasantville Union Free School District for a 2019 Ashbourne pilot for $6,431.34. Out of the Justice Court Fund, we have Carl Anderson, some court reporter fees for $3,900, some more court reporter fees for $3,900, precise translations for interpreting fees for $1,200, additional interpreting fees for $1,740. Susan Guadagno, and this is for transcripts that were ordered, and that's $700. Total out of the Justice Court line, $11,440. Town Clerk Fund, we have General Code Publishers. This is for code analysis, and that's $2,530.93. Out of our Attorney's Fund, we have Bond, Schenk & King, and that's for legal services for July 2019. That's $2,436.50. Out of the Engineering Department, we have PPR, that's not PBR, I almost said that. Blueprinting, we have Drainage District Maps, $546.12. Special Consulting Services line, we have the City of New York DEP, 2019 Land Use Permits, $95.03. Out of the Superintendent of Highway Fund, we have Time Systems International, that's for a maintenance agreement, and that's $61.57. Out of Central Garage, we have Time Systems International, again, a maintenance agreement for $307.85. Out of the Home and Community Services line, we have XHEMA Custom Builders. We have a refund construction cost. That was low, $75. Licenses and permits line, again, XHEMA Custom Builders. We have a refund for construction for $27,015, excuse me. Out of the Parks Department, we have the City of New York DEP 2019 Land Use Permits, $3,164.49. Out of the Recreation Center Department, we have Dykes Lumber. It's for some AZEC trim boards for $1,674.80. Out of the Adult Programs line, we have Mount Pleasant Sportsman Club. This is for trap shooting class, $1,750. Youth Day Camp line, Christo Cleaning Service, These are cleaning services for the Valhalla Methodist Church, which we rented this summer for $4,000. Charles Stotts, that's 2 buses for the one of our camp trips, that's $1,000. Charles Stotts again, bus service to Mohegan Lake. That was another day camp trip for $2,500. The total out of the youth day camp line, $7,500. General repairs line, we have Time Systems International. This is our maintenance agreement, $1,785.58. Chemung Supply, we have 15-inch plastic bell end solid pipe. That's $15,120. Peckham Industries, we have 1.01 tons of blacktop. This is a price adjustment, $92.76. We have 115.51 tons of blacktop for $9,870.81. 159.01 tons of blacktop for $13,419.84. 167.38 tons of blacktop for $14,345.60. 179.02 tons of blacktop for $15,108.65. 23.77 tons of blacktop, $2,175.54, and 42.55 tons of blacktop for $3,654.20. This is all the paving that you see going on in town. From Peckham Industries, we have 8.41 tons of light stone fill. That's $424.33. Glencoe Supply, we have some roll-up signs, $1,390. 20 white posts, shipping and handling, $1,305.90. And some other signage and stands and roll-up signs for $2,407.50. The total out of this general repairs line is $81,100.71. Transfers from other funds, we have Woodard and Curran Engineering. This is professional services for some water system analysis, $4,383. Highway Garage roof repair line, Abbott and Price. This is our roof renovation down at the Highway Garage, and this is a big one, $358,963.25. Additionally, out of the roof repair line, Charles Maganaro Engineering, we have some structural design for $15,972.50. Additional structural design for $1,837.50. Out of the Capital Old Farm Hill water line, Amazon Capital Services, we have a bunch of different materials and hoses and fittings. I'll save you the boring part of reading all that. Card member services for August 2019, $61.03. Engineering supplies, $4,362.08. A returned item, which is a credit back to us, for $55.80. Charles Manganaro Engineering Services, we have $21,845. Additional engineering services for Old Farm Hill, $22,530, and some additional engineering service for Old Farm Hill at $34,885. Clove Excavators, one of the paving companies that we use, Asphalt Paving, $40,845.37. Garrity Asphalt, another paving company we use, milling and coal planing, that's $5,226.33. Jokin Development Corp., this is for Old Farm Hill Water District, and that's $768,114.42. USA Blue Book, this is for supplies, $52.55. The total out of the Capital Old Farm Hill Water District line is $903,605.95. A lot of this has to do with the replacement lines that we're doing there. Kensico Capital Projects, Amazon Capital, again, these are a bunch of different hoses, couplings, and materials. Clove Excavators in the Kensico Water District, Asphalt Paving, $38,349.74. Garrity Asphalt, milling and coal planing, $5,098.31. Total out of the Kensico Capital Project line, $47,055.65. Valhalla Ambulance District line, we have the City of New York. This is again for some 2019 land use permits, $574.08. Valhalla Refuse District, Ramos Tree Service for some tree work on Route 448 in Pecanico, that was $600. Mount Pleasant Refuse District, Ramos Tree Service again, and this is also for some tree work on Route 448, and this is for $2,400. Mount Pleasant Consolidated Sewer District, We have those City of New York land use permits again, $502.34. Kinsley Power Systems, we have sewer generator, $2,552.25. And then we have some additional, looks like materials, sewer tanks, and different supplies. We have expanded supply products, paving and valve risers, $3,561.96. Clean out and quick cap, $44.37. Schmidt's Wholesale, we have some manhole covers, $1,429.64. Valve box lifts, $79.16. Thal Industries, we have some sand and item 4 for $626.24. Additional sand and item 4 for $702.28. USA Blue Book supplies, $749.64 a total out of the Mount Pleasant Consolidated Sewer District line, $11,203.88. Joint Water District Fund, Schmidt's Wholesale, we have some meters and endpoints for $10,111.50. Kinsley Power System, again, these are some different tanks and materials and supplies. Amazon Capital Services, different supplies for $732.72. Expanded Supply Products, paving and valve box risers, $5,342.94. And some clean out, quick cap, $66.55. Schmidt's Wholesale, this is a credit back to us for $3,884.06. Another credit back to us for $145. Manhole cover lifts, $2,144.46. Valve box lifts for $118.74. Thal Industries, some sand and item 4 deliveries, $939.36. Additional sand and item 4 for $1,053.42. USA Blue Book supplies, we have $1,124.45. The total for the Joint Water District Fund is $19,061.92. Pleasantville Road Water District, we have the Village of Pleasantville, and we are going to pay them some meter replacements, and the total there is $6,027.36. Mechanical Water District, D-Block Environmental, we have some operation and maintenance for the town, that's $15,050. Coin Chemical Co., we have some hydrochlorosulfate for $2,317, a total out of the Mechanical Water District line, $17,367. Kensico Water, we have the City of New York land use permits for $8,195.60. D-Block Environmental, operation and maintenance for Mount Pleasant, $15,050. Kinsley Power Systems, various different, looks like some emergency work and also some alarm maintenance. Underwater Solutions, we have some inspection and cleaning services for Kensico Water, $11,465. H. Crevitt & Co. Chemical Delivery, $3,360. And New York City Water Board, we have water for resale for $99,329.93. Total out of the Kensico Water line, $147,552.76. Grand total for this week's Comptroller's memo, $1,682,734.19, respectfully submitted by Brian Keneally, our Comptroller. I would move for approval to pay our bills.
Motion by Mr. DiPaolo.
Second.
Second by Ms. Higgins. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Okay, one other item on the agenda, don't worry, it's not even close to being as long as that one.
That was 9 pages. 9
Is
pages.
seeking authorization for our Comptroller and Deputy Comptroller to attend the 2019 New York State Comptrollers Association Seminar. This is a budgeted item. It takes place in Tarrytown on October 2nd. The estimated expense total is $250. I would move for approval to send them to this conference.
Motion by Mr. DiPaolo.
Second.
Second by Ms. Smalley. There was a tie down there.
It's a tie. We got it? You got it?
Goes to the dealer, goes tie
Give it
goes
to
to the
Lori.
supervisor.
Women, ladies before
All in
gentlemen.
favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you. Have a nice evening.
Thank you. Councilman Celiano.
Good evening. Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. My report is from the Police Department. Ladies and gentlemen, we have 5 items for you for this evening. The first item is a purchase order number 30-19-45. It's for ammunition. The vendor is Eagle Point Gun, T.J. Morris & Son. The total price is $6,246.59. And I respectfully move for approval, please.
Motion by Mr. Saliano,
Second.
second by Ms. Smalley. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you. The second item, Mr. Supervisor, is purchase order number 30-1946. This is for traffic paint, and the vendor is Northeast Property Management. We need 85-gallon pails of yellow traffic paint. The cost per gallon is $8.83. The total cost is $3,532. And I ask the board for approval of this purchase order, please.
Motion by Mr. Saliano,
Second.
second by Mr. DiPaolo. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Great. The third item is authorization to hire seasonal traffic and safety maintenance labor effective September 11, 2019. We're going to hire labor at $12.50 per hour. It starts on September 11th. It terminates approximately on January 10th, 2020. And the gentleman's name, and if I mispronounce it, forgive me, Daniel
Miliambro.
Millambrambro. How do you
Miliambro.
Miliambro.
There we go.
Miliambro.
Okay, I always mispronounce it, forgive me. Anyway, welcome aboard, and I ask the board for approval to hire this young person, please.
Motion by Mr. Saliano,
Second.
second by Ms. Smalley. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Great, the fourth item, Mr. Supervisor, is authorization for Police Chief Oliva to attend Media and Public Relations Training September 23rd through September 27, 2019. A training opportunity in media and public relations is being sponsored by the FBI LEEDA. The training will focus on transparency, social media, and promoting a consistent, positive public opinion via media contacts. The training is in Rockland County and will be held September 23rd to the 27th, 2019. Chief Oliva would respectively request permission to attend this training. The fee is $695. I move for approval for this very important training.
Motion by Mr. Saliano,
Second.
second by Ms. Haggis. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
And the last item from the Police Department is authorization for 3 members of the Police Department to attend Evidence Room Custodian Training from October 21st to the 22nd, 2019. An opportunity for training regarding controls to safeguard property and evidence is available. It is important to have the custodians of evidence trained in an effort to maintain the integrity of the department's property and evidence. I would respectfully request Captain Michael Pierce, Lieutenant Martin Greenberg, and Detective Marco Mendoza to receive permission to attend this training program. The cost is $295 per person. The total cost would be $885, and I move for approval, please, for this training.
Motion by Mr. Saliano,
Second.
second by Ms. Smalley. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you very much. Have a very good evening.
Thank you. Councilwoman Smalley.
Good evening. My report is from the Superintendent of Parks and Recreation. The first item is Purchase Order 70-19-26, and this is actually from Steve Mott, our Supervisor of Parks. It is for playground safety servicing for all of our playgrounds in town. The vendor is Dunning Sand and Gravel Company. The amount is 60 cubic yards of playground safety surfacing at $25.78 a yard. The total cost is $1,546.80. Move for approval, please.
Motion by Ms. Smalley,
Second.
second by Mr. DiPaolo. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
The second is from Kelly Rizzi, Superintendent of Parks and Rec. Authorization to adjust the Teenscape stipend. This is memo number 56. The Teenscape stipend is given to staff members that attend an overnight associated with our Teenscape Day Camp program. It was inadvertently paid out at $50 for the night. However, memo 423-19 read the stipend of $50 when the correction needed to be done. The stipend is actually $55 a night. This is by contractual negotiation. Move for approval, please.
Motion by Ms. Smalley,
Second.
second by Mr. DiPaolo. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Memo number 57, Recreation and Parks requests permission to hire Christian Shirelli as a new lifeguard that was effective on 8/17/19 at a rate of $8.50 an hour. Christian is a registered lifeguard from training at the town pool. Her certification became valid on 8/17/19. As many of you know, our town pool runs from Memorial Day through Labor Day. About the middle of August, we run out of lifeguards because they either return to college or they return to high school sports. John Batista, as the pool director, saw this as a need, so he trained additional lifeguards, and this young lifeguard took over halfway through the summer. Move for approval, please.
Motion by Ms. Smalley,
Second.
second by Mr. Saliano. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you. Number 3 on the agenda, recreation is memo number 57, whoops,
Number 4.
I think I just read that. Number 4, authorization to hire Christina Portanova as a recreation assistant. This is effective as of September 11th, 2019. Christina will be working in a per diem category. In other words, when needed, especially for special events, of which we have quite a few coming up in the fall. This is memo number 58, at a base rate of $20 an hour. Move for approval, please.
Motion by Ms. Smalley,
Second.
second by Mr. Saliano. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you. Many of you know that this is the time of year when we switch over programs to the fall and early winter catalog. This is memo number 59. There are 92 programs that are assigned to Parks and Recreation for the fall into the early winter season. Therefore, there are 92 different instructors. I will go ahead and read them right now, if you'd like. Otherwise, I'll just let you read about them. Okay, so we're asking for approval for all of these instructors. The brochure, as you can see, is located in the superintendent's office. It will also be mailed out to our residents. And the season goes from September 2019 to April 2020. Effective dates are indicated in the brochure. All instructors are recreation assistants. Move for approval, please.
Motion by Ms. Smalley,
Second.
second by Mr. Saliano. All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carries.
Okay, the last 2 items are actually housekeeping items, and this was an adjustment of a pay rate for a lifeguard, memo number 60. We're adjusting the rate for Emma Zandoff, lifeguard, from $8.50 an hour to $8.75 an hour. That was effective on 6/22/19. There was a misprint in assigning her salary this season at times because there are over 80 lifeguards that we hire, and we also hire additional ones halfway through the season, as we've said. There can be a little bit of discrepancy. The lifeguard did not realize her rate was different, and now she finally did realize at the end of the summer that she wasn't paid appropriately, so an adjustment has been made. Move for approval, please.
Motion by Ms. Smalley,
Second.
second by Ms. Hagedis. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you. Memo number 61, and I'm very, very pleased and excited to announce this. Recreation and Parks request the authorization to appoint Elizabeth Lynn Salato as Recreation Supervisor, as per the Civil Service list and the Mount Pleasant contract, effective September 9th, 2019. Liz comes to us with 17 years of experience. Her focus is day camps and aquatics. She has run a very industrious, creative, and actually very carefully planned out and very safe day camp program this summer. So welcome to Liz. Move for approval, please.
Motion by Ms. Smalley,
Second.
second by Mr. DiPaolo. All in favor?
Aye.
Any
Thank you.
opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you. Public service announcement for tonight. As you know, I always like to do those. The senior flyer for September is out in Mount Pleasant. We pride ourselves on having one of the premier recreation departments in the county. As I said before, 92 programs are coming up for fall and early winter. The senior flyer is in addition to all the other 92 programs. So, thank you very much, and have a nice evening.
Just as a note, Elizabeth is replacing James Monterano. James was a very valuable employee in the Recreation Parks Department. James has moved on to bigger and better things, and we wish him the best in his future. Councilwoman Hagedis.
Good evening. My report is from the Highway Department, and the first item here is an authorization to amend purchase order 50-19-09 due to some additional footage of concrete work that was needed to match the existing sidewalks, as well as required tree stump grinding. The total overall cost on the final invoice exceeded the total cost on the original purchase order. Based on the quotes from the original purchase order, the total was originally $33,750. However, due to some required additional work and upon completion of the sidewalk restorations, the total amount is now $37,570. I move to approve that, please.
Motion by Ms. Hagedis,
Second.
second by Mr. DiPaolo. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
The second item I have is a purchase order 50-19-17, which is a backflow preventers, and I found out that these are like a check valve that go in the drainage system to prevent the water from moving too fast through the drainage system.
Keeps it
Yep,
from
and
going one
backwards.
direction.
In one direction, right.
It stops.
Okay,
backflow.
Anyway, so it is, the quote is, it's from, wait, hold on, view attachment. Okay, so the estimate was from Wapro is the vendor, Incorporated, and there were two items that needed to be purchased at the rate of $7,790. And so the total here was $15,580. But that was only a subtotal because we got a 25% discount of $3,895. So the total was $11,685. And I move to approve that, please.
Motion by Ms. Hagedis.
Yeah, I'm just seeing it's 11,735.
Right, that's after the discount.
That's the amount after the discount then?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
but you
the
said
cost-
11,600 something.
Oh.
It's all right.
You know,
Okay.
I'm a linguist, not a math. So, okay, the next thing is purchase order.
Wait, we have to.
We have a
what?
second on it?
Oh, somebody second it?
Second.
Anybody?
Who was second?
I'll second.
Thank you, Mr. DiPaolo. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Here we go. Next is purchase order 50-19-18, which is phase 2 of the milling operations. And Superintendent of Highways Richard Banquet has put together a spreadsheet indicating all the different milling and paving of roads, the dates that it's going to happen, and where and when. So this is phase 2 of the project, and the vendor is Garrity Asphalt Reclaiming Incorporated, and it is the milling of various roads. Total anticipated square yards is 219,067 square yards. Cost per square yard is $1.73 as per the 2019 quote. So the total anticipated cost is $378,986.49. And there is, as I said, the Excel sheet that tells you exactly how much is going to be spent on each road and when. So I move to approve, please.
Motion by Ms. Hagedis,
Second.
second by Mr. Soriano. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Okay, another purchase order, 50-19-19, and it is also part of Phase 2 paving Excel spreadsheet, and the vendor is Clove Excavators, and the description is paving various roads. Total anticipated tonnage is 22,518 tons. Total cost per ton is $101.80 as per the 2019 bid, and the total anticipated price is $2,292,332.40. I move to approve this, please.
Motion by Ms. Agadez,
Second.
second by Ms. Smalley. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
The third item I have here is the authorization to deposit the bond for a curb cut permit number 1469. A check covering the bond amount for the following curb cut permit has been forwarded to the Office of the Comptroller for deposit in the escrow account until the work being performed under the bond has been completed and the road restored to my satisfaction. And the name of the curb cut permit is number 1469 for Steve Suris on Bellevue Avenue in Thornwood, and the bond amount is $540, and it's for the work being performed on Bellwood Avenue in Thornwood. When the curb cut bond fee needs to be released, the check will go back to Mr. Suris. I move to approve, please.
Motion by Ms. Agadez,
Second.
second by Mr. DiPaolo. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
The next item is the authorization to hire William Clifford as a full-time road maintainer for the Highway Department effective September 11th, salary per 2019 Teamsters contract. Rich Benquit says that he's requesting authorization for a full-time road maintainer for the Highway Department to fill the position vacated by Joseph Castellano due to his retirement. His qualifications meet all of the requirements for this position. William has exhibited great work ethic over the course of the last 2 summers as a seasonal part-time employee, and he will be a great asset. I believe that he will be a great asset to the department. He is currently in the process of obtaining his CDL license. His salary will be based on the current union agreement. If approved and pending a physical exam, this will be effective Wednesday, September 11, 2019. I move to approve, please.
Motion by Ms. Agadez,
Second.
second by Mr. Saliano. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
The next one is an authorization to promote Nicholas Wynn to motor equipment operator, which is the MEO2 effective September 11th, salary per 2019 Teamsters contract. I'm requesting authorization to promote Nicholas Wynn from road maintenance to motor equipment operator, MEO2 for the Highway Department. His qualifications meet all the requirements for this position. His salary increase will be based on the current union agreement. If approved, this will be effective Wednesday, September 11, 2019. I move to approve, please.
Motion by Ms. Agadez,
Second.
second by Ms. Smalley. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Another personnel, the authorization to promote Matthew Usted to motor equipment operator, which is MEO2 effective September 11th, salary per 2019 Teamsters contract. I'm requesting authorization to promote Matthew Usted from road maintainer to motor equipment operator, MEO2 for the Highway Department. His qualifications meet all the requirements for the position. His salary increase will be based on the current union agreement. If approved, this will be effective Wednesday, September 11, 2019. Move to approve, please.
Motion by Ms. Agadez,
Second.
second by Mr. DiPaolo. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
The last request is an authorization to hire Thomas Kelsey as a full-time motor equipment operator, MEO2 for the Highway Department effective September 16th, 2019 salary per 2019 Teamsters contract. I'm requesting authorization to hire Thomas Kelsey of Yorktown Heights as a full-time motor equipment operator, MEO2 for the Highway Department. All of his qualifications meet the requirements for this position. His salary will be based on the current union agreement. If approved and pending a physical exam, this will be effective Monday, September 16th, 2019. I move to approve, please.
Motion by Ms. Agadez,
Second.
second by Mr. Saliano. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
That's all I have for tonight, Mr. Supervisor.
Thank you. We have nothing for our town attorney this evening, I don't believe. Scheduled meetings, our work session will be Tuesday, September 17th at 7 p.m. Our business session will be Tuesday, September 24th at 8 p.m. If there be no further business, I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Ms. Smoley, second by Mr. Saliano. Thank you, meeting adjourned.
Thank you.
Thank you.